What's going on, everybody? How you doing? Welcome. My name is Lord PeteyTV. I'm here to tell you about Heroic Anubrik Palace. We're talking about our Bloodtwister kill, what we ended up doing today with our community raid on Friday. So as you can see here, here is our pull. So we end up doing our first pull. We end up taking the boss. We end up taking him, DPSing him where he stands, dropping all of our cooldowns, everything we could possibly do. We're going as hard as we possibly can. Everyone's popping stuff, pulling webs out. So my job for this whole entire fight, being that it is one of the first times we got here, is I'm pretty much trying to make sure that I'm organizing everyone with these egg breaks and making sure they end up getting those things done while doing an okay amount of DPS. So after a couple of times, it took me a little bit to kind of communicate better to tell people how things go. So I'm ending up talking to people, trying to make sure our egg breaks get done properly. We end up getting all of them done here, and we end up burning them all down. Worm first on this run, and then we're going after the big spiders, and we're just AoEing them down. Now, I'm verbally trying to communicate a lot of the egg breaks in comparison to before, because there is just a lot of movement, and I don't want to lose a lot of DPS by having to consistently place down the icons. I didn't do that so much for this first row because we did pretty well in understanding where we were going to be doing our breaks, and we did pretty well. I think that our biggest issue was getting our DPS high enough to be able to burn it down without an issue. And now we're actually doing pretty good. Telling our group egg breaks, people are going everywhere. So Risen goes over here into the corner and to the right, which I was surprised he did, but I didn't think we were supposed to. It was because I didn't realize that we had to take down that guy before we ended up going into the center. So we end up DPSing him down there and then pulling him then into the center here. And we're going to go after this next group. Now, the next group we're going to end up taking, if you can see here, is going to be it's going to be the parasite group, a big egg, and a small egg. And the biggest, and I should say a worm. And what we try to do is we actually try to grab one on the other side to the left also to make sure we end up doing that. So I'm trying to just communicate that as it's going through. Here's the next egg break. The next egg break comes out. People are ending up standing where they need to stand to end up breaking those 3 eggs, which is totally fine. And we end up, getting the parasite, try to stun the parasite, burn those down. Then after that, we're going after the poison burst from the worm, and then we're going back from there. After we end up doing that and burning those guys down there, we end up moving to the next area here. Now, the next area here, the biggest worry and concern with this is that we needed to be able to place things properly, and we really haven't done that correctly in a while. So this is me trying to essentially mark while running. And the reason for this is we should try to take these 4 down right here. This only puts 1 parasite group into the pull essentially, and we end up doing that to trying to break as much as we possibly can. Now, as you can see here, we're going to get our swirls, and then our egg break's going to be coming up in 10 seconds. Now, the interesting part about this, as you're going through, egg breaks are going to come out right now. I get 1 egg break, and other people get theirs, and we really have this weird movement of where everything is. We end up getting the parasite, doing that, we get the worms, we get everything kind of perfectly as what we wanted to do. Now, we end up DPSing everything here, trying to get everything down. The worms go down very, very quickly, and we go from there to the right side. Now, the reason why we go to the right side is because there's a group of 4 that you can kind of just burn together, and that group of 4 works out pretty well because of how things are going and how things are operating here. So we already have the boss down to 30%, burning down super quick. Everyone is doing a fantastic job. We get our next set of egg breaks coming out right here. As these egg breaks happen, I end up telling people, get to eggs, get to eggs, get to eggs. As you can see here, we're pretty much only surrounding 3 and a 4th one afar, which makes really no sense to me, but that's what ended up happening. So be it. We end up going, DPSing, trying to burn as much as we can. We all focus fire on 1 worm, then the next worm, and so on and so forth. The healers are doing a fantastic job during this because there's really a lot of heal absorb, and that is something that's really, really worrisome. It's already at 20%, not too bad. We're going to have 2 eggs right in front of us, which is kind of annoying, but it's okay. And that one really, really far one. So Gremlin and Nar and myself, and I'm pretty sure it was Amy, we all kind of got in this line. Just in case one of us got it, we knew we were going to have to hit that. Gremlin said she got it. She darted that way and hit that up. I told her to put a gate up because I knew we were going to be short because of this pool coming out. And we just blast this worm. This worm gets pretty blasted. Super quick. Tell her to gate. She puts a gate down. Boom. We're off. We can end up DPSing that one. Get the other spider down. They end up taking a worm out in the parasite side. We end up doing that, and we're already at 10%. Now, at that point, we were kind of like, how many more do we actually need? And this is a time where we were kind of like, we're just going to need the one. So we'll just take the one at the front. That's it. We'll be good. We'll be golden. That's it. So it was a great time, great fight. It was frustrating to get to this point, trying to organize everything, but I'm happy we got it done. I love our group. I want to say thank you all very much. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We are live every single Monday through Friday on twitch.tv. Love you all. Dream big, keep gaming. See you all soon. Bye, everybody. Makes me happy looking at that every single time. Boss is going down. Everyone's happy.